China's 2025 quantum chip shocked the West. Imagine a world where the most powerful computers on Earth become obsolete overnight. Picture technology so advanced that it can crack any encryption, predict market movements with perfect accuracy, and render today's most sophisticated artificial intelligence as primitive as a calculator. This isn't science fiction. This is happening right now, and the world's most powerful nations are scrambling to respond. The real threat isn't what you've been told, it's something much weirder and far more dangerous. Welcome everyone to Revo Now, where we decode tomorrow's hidden tech landscape. Today. Stick with us, because there's a specific moment coming where your view of the future will change forever. Right now, like, share, and subscribe. Because what we're about to reveal could be one of the most important technological developments of the decade. We look past the headlines, into the silent revolutions shaping our future. At Revo Now, we're not just reporting on technology, we're uncovering the hidden forces that will determine who succeeds and who gets left behind in the next technological arms race. Whether you're an investor, entrepreneur, or simply someone who wants to understand where the world is heading, staying until the end of this video could give you a crucial advantage. Let's start with what everyone knows about the semiconductor revolution. We've all seen the headlines about artificial intelligence breakthroughs, with chip chatbots becoming indistinguishable from human conversation. Self-driving cars are supposedly just around the corner, and image generation AI can create photorealistic scenes from simple text descriptions. The statistics are staggering. Global semiconductor revenue reached $583 billion in 2023, with projections showing it could exceed $1 trillion by 2030. Major tech companies are investing hundreds of billions in research and development, racing to build the next generation of computing power. But what you're not hearing is that this exponential growth curve is about to hit a wall, or rather, break through it in ways that will fundamentally reshape global power dynamics. The Future of Tech Trends 2025 report from leading research firms shows that while Western companies have dominated the semiconductor industry for decades, a quiet revolution has been brewing in the East. China's innovation index has been climbing steadily, with government investment in quantum technologies increasing by 300% over the past 5 years. But what you're not hearing is that this investment isn't just about catching up, it's about leapfrogging entirely. Automation and AI in jobs has been a hot topic, with economists warning about massive workforce displacement. The World Economic Forum estimates that 85 million jobs could be displaced by automation in 2025, while 97 million new roles could emerge. But what you're not hearing is that the timeline for these predictions might be off by years, or even decades. Deep in the laboratories of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, away from the public eye and international scrutiny, researchers have been working on something that would make current quantum computers look like abacuses. This isn't just another incremental improvement in processing power, this is a fundamental breakthrough in how we understand and manipulate quantum mechanics. Hidden chip projects 2025 have been the subject of intense speculation among technology analysts, but very few people outside of government circles know the true scope of what's been accomplished. Patent filings that went largely unnoticed reveal a completely new approach to quantum entanglement, one that could solve problems that would take today's supercomputers longer than the age of the universe to complete. Chip secret breakthroughs aren't just happening in China, of course. International partnerships between research institutions have been quietly forming, sharing knowledge that would make headlines if it were ever made public. But the Chinese Quantum Initiative has taken a different approach, one that prioritizes speed and practical application over theoretical purity. Cutting-edge neural networks are being developed that can learn and adapt in real time without human intervention. These systems are training themselves, developing new algorithms and optimization techniques that human programmers never could have conceived. The implications for everything from drug discovery to climate modeling are staggering. But what you're not hearing is that some of these systems have already demonstrated capabilities that their creators didn't expect and don't fully understand. Compare the old product cycles of the semiconductor industry with what's happening now. For decades, Moore's law predicted that computing power would double roughly every 2 years. But in the past 3 years alone, we've seen innovations that would have taken a decade to develop using traditional methods. The timeline thinking approach reveals something alarming. If we've gone this far in 36 months, where will we be in 36 more? The answer isn't just twice as far, it's exponentially further. Each breakthrough is enabling the next one, creating a feedback loop of acceleration that has no historical precedent. Autonomous learning systems are now training themselves without human coders, developing new approaches to problem solving that are completely alien to human thinking. These AIs are optimizing their own architectures, rewriting their fundamental algorithms, and discovering mathematical proofs that have eluded human mathematicians for centuries. The semiconductor revolution isn't just about making chips smaller and faster. It's about creating entirely new paradigms of computation. While Western companies are still focused on classical computing improvements, the real breakthrough is happening in quantum supremacy. But what you're not hearing is that the gap between theoretical possibility and practical implementation is closing faster than anyone predicted. There are vague but vivid hints about something significant happening in late 2025. Multiple nations and companies are positioning themselves for what industry insiders are calling the quantum event, a moment when the balance of technological power will shift permanently. Robotic Workforce 2025 projections show that automation will transform entire industries, but the real change will come from quantum-enhanced AI systems that can optimize and control these robotic networks with unprecedented precision. The integration of quantum computing with artificial intelligence isn't just about faster processing, it's about fundamentally different types of intelligence. The emotional twist is that this technology promises both incredible benefits and unprecedented risks. On one hand, quantum-enhanced medical research could cure diseases that have plagued humanity for millennia. On the other hand, the same technology could render all current encryption methods obsolete, making every digital transaction, every private communication, and every secure system vulnerable to attack. You will soon learn what this technology is and why it matters, but first, let's build the context you need to understand its true implications. The future tech trends. 2025 analysis shows that while quantum computing has been theoretically possible for decades, the practical implementation has always been just out of reach. But recent breakthroughs in error correction, quantum coherence, and scalable architecture have changed everything. But what you're not hearing is that one particular implementation has already moved from theory to reality. The project is called the Phoenix Quantum Array, a 10,000-qubit quantum computer developed through a partnership between the Chinese Academy of Sciences, Huawei Technologies, and several international research institutions. What makes this system revolutionary isn't just its size, it's its ability to maintain quantum coherence for hours rather than microseconds, and its capacity for real-time error correction that makes it practically immune to the decoherence problems that have plagued previous quantum systems. While political tensions between nations have increased, the scientific community has recognized that the challenges of quantum computing require unprecedented levels of cooperation and resource sharing. The abilities and features of the Phoenix Quantum Array are staggering. It can perform calculations that would take the world's most powerful supercomputer 10,000 years to complete in just 30 seconds. More importantly, it can solve optimization problems that are impossible for classical computers, from protein folding for drug discovery to climate modeling with unprecedented accuracy. How this changes human life directly is almost impossible to overstate. Medical breakthroughs that could take decades could happen in months. Climate change solutions that seemed impossible could become practical. Financial markets could be predicted with near-perfect accuracy. Transportation systems could be optimized to eliminate traffic congestion entirely. The optimistic view is that this represents humanity's next great leap forward. Diseases could be cured, climate change could be reversed, and human potential could be unlocked in ways we've only dreamed about. The Phoenix Array could accelerate scientific discovery by orders of magnitude, solving problems that have stumped humanity for generations. But the cautionary perspective is equally compelling. A system this powerful in the wrong hands could be catastrophic. It could break every encryption system on Earth, giving its operators unprecedented surveillance capabilities. It could manipulate financial markets with perfect precision, concentrating wealth and power in ways that would make today's inequalities seem minor. It could optimize warfare to a degree that makes current military technology look primitive. Now that you know, it's your turn to weigh in. Is this humanity's next great leap, or our biggest risk yet? Should we embrace it or stop it before it launches? The technology exists, and it's only a matter of months before it becomes widely available. The moral and social questions are profound. Who should control technology this powerful? How do we ensure it's used for the benefit of all humanity, rather than the enrichment of a few? How do we balance the incredible potential benefits against the equally significant risks? You're now among the few people who understand what's coming. The semiconductor revolution of 2025 isn't just about faster computers. It's about a fundamental shift in how we understand intelligence, computation, and power itself. In the comments below, tell us what you think should be done next. Should there be international oversight of quantum computing development? Should certain applications be restricted? Or should we let the technology develop freely and deal with the consequences as they arise? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. because this is just the beginning of the quantum revolution, and you'll want to be here when the next major development happens. This isn't just about tech, it's about who controls tomorrow. The Phoenix Quantum Array represents a moment in human history where the balance of power is about to shift in ways that will affect every person on Earth. Whether that shift leads to unprecedented prosperity or unprecedented control depends on the choices we make right now. The question isn't whether this technology will change the world, it already has. The question is whether we'll be prepared for the changes that are coming, or whether we'll be caught off guard by forces we don't fully understand. Thanks for watching. This is Revo now, decoding tomorrow's hidden tech landscape today. The quantum revolution has begun, and you're watching it unfold in real time.